I hate theater. Well, it's so disappointing, isn't it? You know what I do when I'm sitting in a darkened theater waiting for the show to begin? I pray. Oh, dear God, please let it be a good show. And let it be short. Oh, Lord in heaven, please. 2 hours is fine. 3 hours is too much. And keep the actors out of the audience. God, I didn't pay good money to have the fourth wall come crashing down around my ears. I just want a story. And a few good songs to take me away. I just want to be entertained. I mean, isn't that the point? Amen. You know, there was a time when people sat in darkened theaters and thought to themselves, what have George and Ira Gershwin got for us tonight? Or, can Cole Porter pull it off again? Can you imagine? Now it's, please, Elton John, must we continue this charade? It used to be sitting there in the dark. You knew that when the show began, you'd be taken to another world. A world full of color and music and glamour. And you thought to yourself, my goodness, when are they going to bring up the lights? Oh, how things have changed. Hello! How are we today? Great. I'm feeling a little blue myself, you know? A little anxious for no particular reason. A little sad that I should feel anxious at this age, you know? A little self-conscious anxiety resulting in a non-specific sadness. A state that I call blue. Anyway, whenever I'm feeling this way, blue, I like to listen to my music. So, I was going through my records this morning. Yes, records. And I was about to put on the soundtrack recording of Meredith Willson's The Music Man. I had a craving for a young Ronnie Howard. But then I said, no! Let's have a treat. Let's disappear for a while into the decadent world of the 1920s. When the champagne flowed while the caviar chilled, and all the world was a party. For the wealthy, anyway. So, I dug about, and what did I find but one of my favorite shows, Gable and Stein's The Drowsy Chaperone, remember? Music by Julie Gable, lyrics by Sidney Stein. It's a 2-record set, remastered from the original recording made in 1928. It's the full show with the original cast, including Beatrice Stockwell as the chaperone. Isn't she elegant? And this is a full 15 years before she became Dame Beatrice Stockwell. Can you believe it? Let me read to you what it says on the back. It says, mix-ups, mayhem, and a gay wedding. Of course the phrase gay wedding has a different meaning now, but back then, it just meant fun. And that's what this show is, fun. So would you indulge me? Would you let me play the record for you now? Yes. I was hoping you would say yes. You hear that static? I love that sound. To me, it's the sound of a time machine starting up. All right now, let's visualize! Imagine, if you will, it's November 1928, and you've just arrived at the doors of the Morosco Theater in New York. It's very cold. Remember when it used to be cold in November? Not anymore. November's the new August now. It's global warming, we're all doomed! Anyway, it's very cold. And a heavy gray sleet is falling from the sky. But you don't care, because you're going to see a Broadway show. Listen. Isn't this wonderful? It helps if you close your eyes. Overtures. They're out of style now. I miss them. It was the show's way of welcoming you. Hello, welcome! The meal will be served shortly. But in the meantime, would you like an appetizer? That's what an overture is. A musical appetizer. A poo-poo platter of tunes, if you will. Oh, something new. What could it be? Sounds like a dance tune. Kind of rollicking. Maybe involving pirates. Don't worry, there are no pirates. All right now, here it comes. The moment where the music starts to build, and you know you're just seconds away from being transported. The curtain is going up. I can't wait.
Yes, madam?
How do I look?
You look radiant, Mrs. Tottendale.
Oh, I do love this dress so. It never goes out of style.
It's a miracle, madam.
My dress, my fancy dress. I don't know why I'm wearing it, I must confess. My dress, I love my dress. Would someone tell me why I put it on?
Yes, your dress, your fancy dress. 'Twas such a pleasure airing it, restitching and preparing it. God bless your dress, it's one fine dress, and I will tell you why you put it on. Wedding bells will ring, wedding bells will chime. Madam, you're the hostess and it's happy wedding time.
Wedding bells will ding,
Wedding bells will dong, wedding bells will ding-a-ling, and we will ding along.
Your dress, your fancy dress. We're very, very glad you put it on.
Ah, wedding guests have come.
Wedding guests are here.
Wedding guests are at the door, and soon they will appear.
I'm Robert, the bridegroom. I'm here to marry Janet, the star of Feltzig's Follies, whom I love a lot.
I'm George, that's George, his best man, George. I'm honored to be doing what a best man ought. Mrs. Tottendale. Now, don't worry. I have this whole wedding planned out. The key is organization. See? Each string represents a task yet to be completed. Pay the musicians, yell at the forest, book the minister. This whole wedding is going to run like clockwork.
Oh, is there going to be a wedding?
I'm Feltzig, producer. I lost my leading lady. I gotta stop this wedding or I might get shot.
I'm Kitty, just Kitty. I came with Mr. Feltzig. I'll be a leading lady if I get my shot.
Pastry chefs.
We're pastry chefs.
We cross our hearts. We're pastry chefs. No bakery.
Our bakery is what we got.
Adolfo, my name it is Adolfo. I am the king of romance, so I kiss a lot.
You are the king of romance, so you kiss a lot. Wedding bells will ring, wedding bells will chime. Wedding bells will celebrate a happy wedding time. Someone hasn't come, someone isn't here. Where is Janet Vandergraff and when will she appear? It's Janet Vandergraff.
I'm Janet Vandergraff, here to marry Robert Martin, giving up a life of glamour to tie the knot.
Am I late? I'm the chaperone of Janet Vandergraff, maid of honor, friend, and confidant, and all that rot. Where's the bar?
It's prohibition, madam.
Good thing I brought my own.
A wedding today.
Champagne makes me drowsy.
It's really happening, truly happening, almost happening. What is happening?
I'm Trix, the aviatrix, queen of the sky. I circle through the stratus in my modern apparatus. I'm Trix, the aviatrix, I gotta fly. I'll see you when they tie the knot.
A wedding, hooray, ting-a-ling.
Well, there you have it. All the guests have arrived. We have a bride who's giving up the stage for love, her debonair bridegroom, a hairy producer, jovial gangsters posing as pastry chefs, a flaky Corrine, a Latin Lothario, an aviatrix, and of course, my favorite character, the Drowsy Chaperone. What more do you need for an evening's entertainment? Wasn't that wonderful? And we will ding along. I don't even know what that means. All right, I'll lead you through this record as best I can. Don't worry, it won't be hard to follow. So, we begin with a welcome from a love-struck groom.
Well, I just want to thank you all for coming. I tell you, I must be some lucky fella. Why, who would have thought that I, Robert Martin, would be marrying a glamorous showgirl, and that glamorous showgirl would be willing to give up a successful career for me, Robert Martin. Now, if it weren't for prohibition, I'd say let's raise a glass.
Here, here.
To Miss Janet Vandegraff, the most beautiful girl in the world.
Absolutely not.
Excuse me?
The groom mustn't see his bride the day of the wedding. It's bad luck.
I hope you heard that, because that's the plot, basically. Hang on for the ride.
Breakfast will be served in the Arabian room.
Say, it's a little early in the day to be drinking, isn't it?
I don't understand the question.
Look, you keep Janet away from Robert. You understand? You're the chaperone. That's your only job.
Aye, mon capitaine.
Oh, Robert, who's my little monkey?
I'm your little monkey.
So, the bride and groom are whisked away, and we turn our attention to the B-plot, which involves the producer.
Mr. Feltzik!
Getting married and leaving show business?
Mr. Feltzik!
Doesn't she know I got obligations?
Mr. Feltzik! I can be your leading lady. You said it yourself, I'm useless in the chorus.
Kitty, for the last time, you ain't got what it takes.
But I've been taking lessons. Singing, acting, ballet.
Ballet?
Yeah, I'm pretty good too. Last week, I auditioned for Swanee Lake.
A little annotation. Kitty and Feldzig were a couple in real life. Jack and Sadie Adler. Now, this is a familiar comic construct. A stupid woman and her long-suffering companion. Well, she appears stupid, but in the end, she does something clever and makes everyone wonder whether it's all just an act. The irony here is that Sadie actually was quite stupid. Jack had to explain all the jokes to her, apparently. But still, she had a wonderful career on stage. At that time, the theater was the only place where stupid people could earn a decent living. This was before television, of course.
Kitty, I don't have time for this.
A petit four, Mr. Feltzik?
Not now.
Perhaps a nice profiterole.
Boys, I'm not hungry.
Then perhaps we could give you something else to chew on.
Yeah, something that ain't food.
What?
Your confusion is to be expected. Although we stand here before you in the guise of innocent pastry chefs, we are also
And primarily,
the employees of a certain individual
A certain individual?
a certain individual.
who happens to be the largest single investor in Feltzig's Follies. He has sent us here
As pastry chefs.
to express his concern about Miss Vandegraff's impending nuptials.
Specifically,
that if she gets married and leaves the show, then
And there ain't no show.
Say, don't I know you?
No, you don't.
Have you ever spent any time in Toledo?
Have you ever spent any time in a coma?
No, but I have a cousin in Seattle.
Kitty! Boys! Tell your boss this wedding is never going to happen. You have my word.
Oh, we'll take your word, all right.
But to go back on that word would be a recipe for disaster. Now, we hope we have made ourselves perfectly eclair.
One can only hope.
You gotta be kidding.
A trifle much?
Don't talk.
All right, you can drop the pastry chef routine.
Alas, we ganache.
We're on the lamb.
Lamb's an entree, you macaroon.
The gangsters were played by interchangeable vaudeville duo, the Tall Brothers, John and Peter Tall. They were born Abram and Mendel Moloskowitz, but were renamed at Ellis Island by a sarcastic immigration official. They were an early example of the typical Broadway gangster, full of wordplay and stylized movements. Not very intimidating. Unless you find dancers intimidating, which I do. But for reasons that would not be appropriate to the situation.
We'll leave the matter in your hands, Mr. Feltzig. In the meantime, feel free to browse the dessert carousel.
Try the Toledo surprise.
It's to die for!
Holy cats, Mr. Filtzik! They are gangsters.
Very perceptive. Now go powder your face. I've got to stop this wedding somehow. But how? Oh, Lord in heaven, how? 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 How?
I always thought that moment was a little overplayed. So, with the story well on its way, let's go to the groom's room.
Hey there, handsome. Show me those pearly whites.
The groom was played by the dashing Percy Hyman. He started out as the Albright toothpaste man. His fabulous smile adorned every tube. Albright was hugely popular in the early 20s because it contained cocaine. It's true! If you looked at the label, it was the 5th ingredient down, right after sugar. Anyway, it wasn't long before he became a huge matinee idol.
Now, don't you worry. It's perfectly normal for a groom to be nervous on his wedding day. It is? Of course.
I love Percy Hyman. Now, some people say he was a bad actor, but to those people I say, shut up.
Hey there, Mr. Millman, shaking and all quaking, trembling like them fraidy cats do. Something big bothering you. You know what you've got? Cold feet, cold feet. Brother, you got cold feet. You can make them cold feet hot with a little rhythm. Younger feet, old feet can be uncontrolled feet. Rhythm make them cold feet trot down the aisle. Frosty arches, they can learn to swing. Icy toes catch eye. Wedding marches played in ragtime swing. Make frigid souls come alive and take that time. Cold beats, schmold beats, turn them into bold beats. Rather make them cold beats hot.
You don't say. Well, why don't you just slime back into your mud hole, you backstabbing worm? Well, now I have to find another minister. Say, what are you up to?
I'm singing a song an old jazz man taught me. A Dixie remedy for wedding day jitters.
You think you've got jitters? You got the easy part. I still gotta get rice, boutonnieres, and a minister. I have the weight of the wedding on my shoulders.
George, it sounds like you've got cold feet.
What do I got?
Cold feet.
What do I want?
Cold feet.
What do I do? Scold feet?
No! You make the cold feet hot. George, look at you, you're dancing.
I am. I am.
Five, six, seven, eight. Cold feet, cold feet. Turn them into ball feet. Thread them, make them cold feet hot. You make the cold feet hot. You make the cold feet hot. Cold feet hot.
Percy Hyman was a wonderful performer. I like to think of him panting and sweating after a long dance routine. He's still alive, you know. I saw him on the news recently celebrating his 100th birthday. To say that the passing years have taken their toll on him will be a grotesque understatement. They wheeled him out, and he had that wide-eyed expression of pain and confusion that God reserves for the very, very old on their birthdays. You know, the one that says, "Who are you? Who am I? And why is this cake on fire?" You know what I'm talking about. Anyway.
All right. That's enough of that. Dancing around like a fool.
I'm sorry, George. I was just trying to calm my nerves. It's my wedding day, after all.
Well, you could have snapped an ankle. No, tap dancing is too dangerous. Why don't you go out for a skate instead? That's what I do when I want to blow off some steam.
George, you think of everything.
Wait a minute. What was I thinking? Oh, no. You're not going out like that, my friend. You might see Janet. Here, put on this blindfold.
George, what would I do without you?
Just enough for you, my boy.
Ooh.
Pivot. Okay. Straight forward. To
right. And off we go.
Oh, and no more tap dancing. Wedding bells will ring. Wedding bells will chime. Wedding bells will celebrate.
Just ignore it. It does this occasionally. It rings. It will stop soon. Just ignore it. What? What do you want? Hello, you have reached my answering machine. Leave a short message after the tone, and I'll call you back at my convenience. Oh well, it's ruined. Thank you. Thank you, life! It's like a cell phone going off in the theater. God, I hate that! Hello, what are you doing tonight? Oh, I'm at the theater, ruining the moment. How about you? Oh, I couldn't get out tonight, so I thought I'd just ruin the moment by proxy. Sorry. Let's just take that off. Let's go back in our minds to 1928. They didn't have cell phones in 1928, but I'm sure they had something for the ruining of moments. Bugles or something.
Happy wedding time.
So, the scene shifts, and we find the bride, the glamorous Janet Van de Graaff, entertaining questions from reporters as she lounges by the pool.
Miss Van de Graaff, is it true you're giving up a successful career to marry a man you hardly know?
Yes. Robert and I met on the Lido deck of the Ile de France. He amused me with stories of his father's oil interests. We spooned briefly, and then he proposed.
So you won't be returning to the stage, ever?
I shan't.
You shan't?
I shan't.
Can we quote you on that?
Of course. One more question.
Why in the world would anyone put olives in a Gibson?
I got a question. How can you give up the footlights when you know very well you have grease paint in your veins?
Victor, please.
Oh, Janet, please, I'm begging you. Dump the mug, stay with the Follies. I'll give you anything you want. I'll put your name above mine on the marquee.
Oh, Victor, if you think this is about vanity, you couldn't be more wrong. I don't wanna show off no more. I don't wanna sing tunes no more. I don't wanna ride moons no more. I don't wanna show off. I don't wanna wear this no more. Play the saucy Swiss Miss no more. Blow my signature kiss no more. I don't wanna show off.
Janet, please.
Don't try to control me. I've made up my mind, and that's it. I quit. I'm leaving it all behind. I don't wanna be cute no more. Make the gentleman hoot no more.
Hey, baby!
I don't wanna wear fruit no more. I don't wanna show off.
We don't wanna show off no more.
Not me.
The baby blonde ears no more.
Page 3.
The glowing red lips no more.
Oh, gee, I don't wanna show off.
She don't wanna show off.
I don't wanna show off.
She don't wanna show off no more. Off no more.
Not me. Woo! I don't want to show.
She don't wanna show off, don't wanna show off no more. Don't wanna show off no
Please, no more attention. I've counted to 10. And I'm through.
Farewell.
Adieu.
It's well.
You'll never see this.
Farewell. It's well.
You'll never see this. Never see this. Never see that. Never see these again. I don't wanna change keys no more. I don't wanna strip teeth no more. I don't wanna strip cheese no more. I don't care if you scoff. I don't wanna be cheered no more. Praised no more. Grabbed no more. Touched no more. Loved no more. I don't wanna show off.
She don't wanna show off.
I don't wanna show off. I don't wanna show off. I don't wanna show off. No more.
Did I miss something?
Well, Mr. Feltzig, it seems painfully obvious that Miss Van de Graaff has no desire to continue a life on stage.
Can't you see it's killing us all?
Don't you worry, boys, this isn't over yet.
Yeah. I'm surprised she didn't do an encore.
I don't wanna encore no more. Keep 'em shouting for more, no more. Disappear from the floor, no more. I don't wanna show.
That was Jane Roberts as the bride. She was the Oops Girl, remember? Surely you remember the Oops Girl. Don't you people read? She was billed as the girl whose feminine mystique was so great that it caused the men around her to have accidents. Spill their drinks, drive their cars into trees, and she would go, oops. Well, I'm not really doing it justice, but people ate it up. She made a whole series of films. Oops, the Oops Girl Come Home, and Oops Girl at Sea, which won an Oscar for special effects.
Okay, so begging and groveling didn't work. On to plan B. And for that, I'm gonna need an accomplice. Someone gullible with loose morals. I'm gonna need what do you call him? A European.
La 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 la.
In walks Aldolfo, self-proclaimed ladies' man. Aldolfo was played by former silent film star and world-class alcoholic Roman Bartelli. He was the one who later drank himself to death in his chateau in Nice, remember? It was 5 days before they found the body, and by that time, it had been partially consumed by his poodles. Well, he was only partially consumed.
Excuse me, I don't believe we've met.
I am Adolfo.
You are Adolfo.
Yes, I am Adolfo.
Not the Adolfo.
Yes, I am.
Adolfo. Funny, you don't look like a scoundrel.
Yes. What?
Why, just now I overheard the groom saying that Adolfo is a scoundrel. Just heard him say that.
What? Adolfo. A scoundrel?
Those very words.
Adolfo is a scoundrel?
It's like I'm hearing it again.
This is outrageous. He sent us to peoples, to beautiful ladies, with whom I could be making love. Why, I must.
You must take matters into your own hands.
Yes, I must take this groom into my hands and kill him.
Yes! No. Don't kill him, just hurt him enough so he can't get married.
Show me to this groom. Wait,
What?
what kind of man is this groom? A big man?
Well,
A burly fellow?
he's big on the outside?
No. Adolfo will not fight big man. Small, pale, wheezy little dwarf people. That Adolfo can hunt far away, but no big man.
So you're a lover, not a fighter.
Yes, Adolfo is a lover of beautiful ladies. Some say I'm the king of romance.
Well, you know what they say. The best way to get revenge on a man is through his...
Door,
No. Best way to get back at a man through his...
window,
No. Best way to get revenge back at a man through his...
There is no other way. I am not Santa Claus coming down chimney.
Through his woman!
Ah, his woman.
His bride.
His woman.
You must seduce his bride, Adolfo.
Adolfo will make love to this bride. This will show people Adolfo is no scoundrel. Show me to this bride. Wait,
What?
what kind of woman is this bride? A big woman.
No.
A burly woman.
She's the cat's pajamas.
Pajamas?
She's a looker. She's an attractive woman.
Ah, show me to this cat in pajamas. Adolfo will make her like a cat in pajamas.
Roman Bartelli chewing the scenery. You certainly couldn't get away with performance like that nowadays, could you? Mature contemporary audiences are too sophisticated to enjoy broad cultural stereotypes on the stage. So, we've banished them to Disney. Let the children sort it out.
Underling!
Yes, madam.
Oh, well. The pastry chefs have been kind enough to provide the liquor for the party, but remember, Underling, we have to be discreet.
Yes, madam.
It's prohibition after all.
I'm aware of that, madam.
We'll have to use code words. For instance, if someone asks for a glass of ice water, it means they want a glass of vodka. Have you got that?
Yes, madam.
Are you sure? Maybe you should write it down.
I understand, madam. A glass of ice water is a glass of vodka.
What's a glass of ice water?
Vodka.
Ice water.
Vodka.
Ice
Vodka.
Well, you see, that's settled then. One less thing to do. Underling, might I please have a glass of ice water? I found our meeting with the pastry chefs rather trying, and I would enjoy a glass of refreshing ice water.
Your ice water, madam?
That was pure vodka, you poop!
I hate this scene.
Well, now I really do need a glass of ice water.
A glass of ice water, madam?
Yes, a glass of ice water. Are you going deaf?
Would that I were.
You can see where this is going, can't you? It's really just a series of spit takes.
Your ice water, madam?
That was pure vodka, you poop!
You know, in some ways, the Drowsy Chaperone was quite progressive. A black actor playing Feldzig, for instance.
Your ice water, madam.
That was pure vodka, you poop!
Yes, some elements were progressive, others were stale in 1928. You know what? I'm going to skip ahead.
That was pure vodka, you poop! That was... You poop! Where do you think you're going?
To find some lime juice, madam.
Lime juice? For heaven's sake, why?
I'm going to wring out my eyebrows and make myself a gimlet.
Now, you're probably asking yourselves, what was that routine doing in the show? Well, it's very simple. There's a song coming up, and then they needed something to allow for a set change. It's mechanics. It's like the Instagram. Let me explain what I meant by that. In Instagram, you have to get through the initial day in the life photos, the this is what I'm eating for dinner, to get to the longer, more engaging Hamilton reels. What? But what kind of society do we live in if we can't discuss the similarities between Instagram and musical theater?
In a few hours, I'm going to be Mrs. Robert Martin. Oh, my head is spinning.
Yes, life is a mad whirlwind.
This is a really interesting scene. This is the only time on the show that Jane Roberts and Beatrice Stockwell are alone together on stage. Jane Roberts was an emerging star, but Beatrice Stockwell was already well established and a force to contend with.
I'm so full of apprehension, but I suppose that's normal considering the circumstances. Have you ever been married, Chaperone?
No, I drink for pleasure, not out of necessity.
Your ice water, madam. I'm afraid we're fresh out of olives.
Have you ever been married, underling?
Heavens no, madam. If I'm going to serve a woman, I prefer to be paid for my efforts.
Oh, you two. I know it must seem crazy to give up a successful career to marry a man I hardly know, but somehow, for some reason, when I look into his eyes, his big monkey eyes, oh, gee, I get all woozy. And that's love, isn't it?
Not necessarily. The wooziness could be caused by any number of things. I'm woozy right now, and I'm certainly not in love.
Now, Beatrice Stockwell was famous for her rousing anthems. She entertained and inspired the troops in every major world conflict, up to and including the Falklands War. Of course, by that time, she was in her late 80s, and her anthems didn't so much rouse as stupefy. Still, she demanded that a rousing anthem be included in every show she ever did, even if it wasn't appropriate. But you just couldn't say no to her. That's star power.
Really, you're not being the least bit helpful. Couldn't you at least allay my fears with a few choice words of inspiration?
Inspiration? Really, dear, that's not my forte.
Yes, but if you could just do... Oh.
As we stumble along on life's funny journey, as we stumble along into the blue, we look here and we look there, seeking answers anywhere, never sure of where to turn or what to do. from right, nor right from wrong. And the best that we can do is hope a bluebird will sing his song as we stumble along.
Well, that was quite nice, Chaperone, but I still don't see how it pertains to my situation.
Let me explain.
Really, that won't be necessary. I suppose I'm just looking for a sympathetic...
It's a dismal little world in which we live. It can bore you till there's nothing left to give. 7 overrated wonders, 7 underwhelming seas, 6 excruciating continents. Antarctica? Oh, please.
Antarctica? Ugh, please.
Still, you mustn't let it lick you, this planet. Oh, so bland. Keep your eyeball on the highball in your hand. As we stumble along across life's crowded dance floor, as we push and we shove, we live and we learn. And when we finally leave the bar and we see that morning star, we pull our bootstraps up and homeward turn. Then we stumble away through dawn's blinding sunbeams, barely knowing right from right nor left from wrong. But as long as we can hear that little bluebird, there'll be a song as we stumble along, as we stumble, bumble, fumble, plumble, as we stumble.
Don't you just love her? Basically, she sings a rousing anthem about alcoholism. That's what I love about her. She just does her own thing when she wants, regardless of the needs and concerns of others. My mother was like that.
Well, that was quite inspiring, Chaperone, but I'm still conflicted. Oh, please, just tell me. Is Robert the man for me?
My dear, I'm afraid that's something you'll have to decide for yourself.
I just don't know if he loves me.
Then why don't you ask him? Why don't you say, Roger, do you love me?
I'm not allowed to see him. In fact, it's your job to keep me away from him.
Yes, you're right. And I take that responsibility very, very seriously. However, just this moment I'm feeling terribly, terribly drowsy. I'm afraid I have to have a lie down. Now, whatever you do, don't go wandering through the garden seeking out your fiancé to ask him the question upon which your future happiness depends.
Oh. Oh! Thank you, Chaperone! I just have to know if he loves me.
Such a skinny little fool. Still, I envy her. Oh, when will love come crashing through my door?
La 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 la.
Look who it is! It's Adolfo, come to seduce the bride.
I am Adolfo.
Try not to think of the poodles while you're listening to this part.
I am Adolfo, And you are bride.
No, I am not.
What? This is bridal suite. You're the only one in here. Therefore, you must be bride.
Interesting argument, but I'm afraid you are a moron.
What?
Me? No bride. Perhaps I can take a message.
Yes. Very good. Dear Van de Graaf bride, I must make love to you and transport you to a place of ecstasy. Sooner is better. Signed, Adolfo, King of Romance.
Well, you saw through my little ruse. You found me out.
Ah, so you are bride.
Apparently, yes. Take me, a dull face.
No. No. Not a dull face. A dull foe. You must say the right name when you are screaming it. You must say the right name or else it will ruin everything. How can I make you remember? I'm sure that you have heard the name Adolfo, a ladies' man who wins acclaim, Adolfo. Well, lovely miss, I am the same Adolfo. I introduce myself, I am Adolfo.
Nice to meet you, shall we?
Not so fast. Now, just in case you didn't hear, Adolfo, I'll try to make it very clear, Adolfo. The lovely ladies always cheer, Adolfo. When I introduce myself, I am Adolfo.
Understood.
I can sing it high. Adolfo. I can sing it low. Adolfo. I can sing it very fast. Adolfo. I can sing it very slowly. I do it for you now, but it would take hours. Now let us see if we can remember my name.
I'll give it a shot.
Now who's the fellow that you see?
Adolfo.
And how should you refer to me?
Adolfo.
And who is it? I'll always be
Adolfo.
Now sing it proudly.
You are Adolfo.
Now let me spell it out for you. For all you lovely ladies who didn't hear me for some reason, because maybe you are devering or something, I don't know. It goes. Da. Ha 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 ha. Fo. Adolfo.
That was my mother's favorite number in the show. I think it was her secret fantasy to be swept off her feet by an exotic lover. I mean, a real exotic lover, not a buffoon. But that's what musicals are all about, right? Romantic fantasy, falling in love with the drop of a hat, spontaneous tangoing, suddenly finding yourself in an insanely romantic setting.
I'm an accident waiting to happen. La da 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 da. Da 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 da.
Robert, look out!
Oh, don't worry, madam. I'm getting married today, so I have to wear a blindfold.
A blindfold?
Say, who am I speaking to anyhow?
Why, it's me. I mean, it's Mimi from France.
This scene couldn't be more ridiculous.
So, you are marrying Jeannette Van de Graaff, no?
Oui.
I hear she is very beautiful.
Oui.
And glamorous.
Oui, oui.
Is it true that she has an exceptionally broad range and excels at playing both comedic and dramatic roles?
I'm sorry, I'm having trouble placing your accent. What part of France are you from?
Oh, the middle part where they make the toast.
Anyway, you were telling me about your, how do they say it in English? Fiancé.
That's right.
Well, dites-moi, when was the moment that you knew that she was the only one for you?
Well, it's a funny story, actually. We were standing on the Lido deck of the Ile de France.
Yes?
I was amusing her with stories of my father's oil interests.
And then what happened?
And then I looked into her eyes, her big, glamorous eyes, and I felt all woozy.
And then you fell. And then you fell?
Yes, right on my keister. And I said, well, I guess I don't have my sea legs yet.
But we haven't left the dock.
That's what she said. And that's when I knew it must be love.
And then what?
Then I said, there was a time I could stop on a time. Forbearance was one of my talents. But since you've been around, I can't hold my ground. I'm consistently losing my balance. I'm an accident waiting to happen. I'm a mishap about to ensue. I'm a toy on the stair, the three-legged chair, the hem that's been caught by a shoe. When my two lovesick arms started flapping, there was nothing my ankles could do. I'm an accident waiting to happen. So how be I happen to you?
And then what happened?
Then she joined in.
When men say I'm sweet and they fall at my feet, my heart doesn't beat any faster. But when you lose control, it touches my soul. So I'm bracing myself for disaster. You're an accident waiting to happen.
That's right.
A catastrophe destined to be.
That's me. I'm the rags in the cellar.
A broken umbrella, a branch hanging loose from a tree. I can see myself jumping and clapping for a man who lives dangerously. You're
I'm an accident waiting to happen.
so hurry and happen to me. And then what happens?
Well, then we kissed.
You're an accident waiting to happen. So hurry and happen to
Oh no, what have I done? seems that the blindfold and the fake French accent have led to a terrible misunderstanding. What a mess. Will it all work out in the end? Of course it will. It's not real. It's a musical. Everything always works out in musicals. In the real world, nothing ever works out. And the only people who burst into song are the hopelessly deranged.
Mr. Felsick!
Where is that philandering foreigner?
Mr. Felsick!
How long does it take to seduce one bride?
Mr. Felsick! You don't need Janet no more.
Kitty, not now.
I've been working on a mind-reading act. Presenting Kitty the Incomprehensible! Now, think of something.
Oh, I'm thinking of something, all right.
Wait, I'm getting it. Pick up some milk and a loaf of rye bread, and don't forget to shave your legs.
You're reading your own mind, you idiot.
No wonder it was so easy.
Mr. Felsick!
It would seem that the wedding is going according to schedule.
Now it's time you received your just desserts. What do you think, partner? Should we whip up something special for Mr. Felsick?
Yeah. How about the Toledo surprise?
An inspired choice.
A Toledo surprise. I never heard of that.
No, you haven't. Those people who have heard of it are generally never heard from again.
We'll share the recipe with ya.
First you chop the nuts.
Then you pound the dough.
Then you bake it up nice and slow. Then you got your Toledo surprise.
Could you run that recipe by me one more time?
It's a very simple recipe, Mr. Felsick.
First you chop the nuts.
Then you pound the dough.
Then you bake it up nice and slow. Then you got your Toledo surprise. Say, why don't we give him a little taste?
All right.
What? What style? What grace? What rhythm? Open your fists. Now shake them. Now give me that recipe one more time. Da 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 da.
Chop the nuts, pound the dough, bake it up
Right.
nice and slow. Then you got a Toledo surprise.
Now sell it.
Pick the peach, peel the skin, mush it up, throw it in. That's a tasty Toledo surprise. First you
After
beat it up,
cooking.
then you sweet it up. When you heat it up, if it tries to rise, don't let it, it's a snap. Try it, folks, whip your whites, split your yolks, then you got a Splendido Toledo surprise.
You boys are naturals.
Honest?
Yeah, keep it up. I'm gonna go work on the contracts.
Hey!
A 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, Mr. Felsick, what's going on here?
I'm developing a new act, Kitty.
Toledo surprise.
You mean you're putting gangsters in the show and you won't put me in? They're not even in the union!
You got it all wrong, Kitty. This new act, it's for you, and these boys are your backup dancers.
Backup dancers? Holy cats! What that hot Toledo does to my libido. Good, yes indeed, oh sugary yum yum. Surprise! Squeeze the cream, grease the pan, lick the spoon, flip the flan, makes you bust your tuxedo. Toledo surprise!
Wait. Adolfo, he make announcement. Wedding is off.
What? For the love of God, why?
Adolfo has made love to the bride.
Oh? Ew.
That is not the bride, you idiot. That is the chaperone.
What?
The wedding is on.
The wedding is off!
What?
Robert kissed a French girl. Her name is Mimi. She's very beautiful.
I couldn't help it, Janet. She was just like you, only French.
Sweet mother of pearl.
Yes, madam?
What is all this commotion about?
The wedding, madam.
Oh, is there going to be a wedding?
Not anymore! Oh, what a tragedy! What a wonderful, wonderful tragedy! Clear the floor, boys. I'll show you how it's done. First you beat it up, then you sweet it up. When you heat it up, if it tries to rise, don't let it. Toledo surprise!
Surprise?
Wait until it's ready.
Surprise?
Wait until it's ready.
Surprise!
Wait until it's ready.
Now it's looking ready. Surprise! Makes me twitch, makes me shake. This dessert takes the cake. Hits me like a torpedo. Toledo surprise!
Toledo surprise.
Surprise!
Surprise! Why are we dancing? Our dreams are in tatters.
Yes, but the tune is so infectious.
Oh, Robert. This is the saddest day of my life.
Wedding bells will ring, wedding bells will chime. They will never celebrate their happy wedding time.
And that's that. The curtain falls, and it's time for the intermission. At least, it would be if we were actually sitting in the Morosco Theater watching the Drowsy Chaperone, which, of course, we are not. I don't like intermissions. They ruin the magic, you know? One moment you're lost in a glamorous world of music and romance, and then bang, you're surrounded by tourists, crinkling candy wrappers, and nattering about the lack of women's restrooms. It's cruel. Oh! It's a power bar. I have a bit of a blood sugar issue. I have to eat small meals all day long or I get jittery. I know it's rude, but you wouldn't like the alternative. Believe you me. Believe you me. I remember my wedding day. I hadn't eaten breakfast and the ceremony wasn't until 4 in the afternoon. Ah! I do. Are you surprised that I was married? Well, there you are. You shouldn't go making assumptions about people. I'm a very complicated person. I have to pee now. I'll be quick, I promise. And while I'm gone, you can listen to the beginning of Act 2.
I bring a message from a nightingale.
Nightingale, nightingale, nightingale song.
I bring a message from a nightingale.
Nightingale. Ah! You know both! Emperor and American lady no see eye to eye.
But, Emperor, sometimes a different outlook can change your point of view.
What?
Precisely. What is it about the Asians that fascinates Caucasians? What is it about the Asians that's so nice? Is it the temples, the tea, so very nice? Perhaps it's Buddha or Confucius and their excellent advice.
What is it about Caucasians that mystifies we Asians? What is it about Caucasians that's so odd? They call a pretty lady a...
That song was not from the Drowsy Chaperone. That was from another musical entirely. I have a woman who comes in once a month. Can you say that? I have a woman? Anyway, she cleans the things I absolutely refuse to clean. She's very good, but she has an annoying habit of putting my records away, and in the wrong sleeves. Even though I say, no touch records, Carmela, no touch records. I suppose if I spoke to her in complete sentences, she'd stop touching my records. Anyway, that song started Act 2 of another Gabelenstein show called The Enchanted Nightingale, a degrading piece of chinoiserie about an emperor who was told by a magic bird to marry his American elocutionist instead of his betrothed, and he ends up building the Great Wall of China, a slap in the face to 4,000 years of Chinese history. But it had some wonderful tunes. That was Beatrice Stockwell as American Lady. And did you recognize Roman Bartelli as the emperor? Yes, he was a man of 1,000 accents, all of them insulting. Act 2 of The Drowsy Chaperone begins with this. A haunting lament from a very depressed bride. She sings it standing on her balcony, bathed in the pale blue light of a sympathetic moon, which is ridiculous because it's the middle of the day. Now, while you're listening to this, try to ignore the lyrics. I know it will be difficult, but just block them out. They're not the best, but the tune is beautiful, and it truly communicates the bride's state of mind. Just ignore the lyrics.
I put a monkey on a pedestal and tried to make that monkey stay. And he did for a time, but he needed to climb and with other monkeys play far away. He left his jacket on that pedestal beside his tiny rusty cup, and I haven't got the strength to pick them up. Oh, monkey, 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 you broke my heart in two. But I'll always save that pedestal for you.
I'm going to pour myself a brandy.
Come, my little monkey, come, my little monkey, do.
The melody is so simple. It just floats in the air. And I must confess, I always get a little bit misty when I think of that tiny jacket lying on the pedestal, its long sleeves dangling on the floor.
Oh, monkey, 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 you broke my heart in two. But I'll always save that pedestal
Pedestal.
for you. Come, my little monkey. Come, my little monkey. Do.
Okay,
Wait.
here we go.
I'm Janet Vandegraaff.
Do you need anyone?
I don't need anyone.
What about the love of one man?
What do I care about the love of one man when I am adored by millions? Do I need to be so gloomy?
No, no, no!
I could rule the world if so I chose. Sigmund Freud sent flowers to me every show. Nurtured sky, she handed me a rose.
Let's go.
I'm Janet Vandegraaff. Ain't no nail that I can't hammer. Why give up a life of glamour? Life of glamour, life of glamour.
I love this part. We're having a complete mental breakdown.
I've an accident waiting to happen. I don't want to show off no more. I don't want to spread mirth no more. Be the greatest on earth no more. I don't wanna. I wanna. I don't wanna. I wanna. I don't. I do. I don't. I do. I don't wanna show. I think sure, Janet, future is secure, Janet. Millions will do just fine. But any future I could ever care to shape includes just 1, 2 timing pad who drives me. Oh, Robert! What a fool I've been! A hapless fool! I know now that I love you, but we've thrown it all away. I love you, monkey! Is love enough? Is love ever enough? I ask the stars above. Is it the monkey or my pedestal? I
Don't you just love that number? It has everything. A little Busby Berkeley, a little Jane Goodall. And that's another thing I love about musicals in general. When a character is in crisis, they sing and they dance, which is so much more interesting than just whining about it. But that's the glory of musical theater. Oh, you see? This is what I'm talking about. This is life. You manage to be happy for 5 seconds and then something starts ringing.
Oh, what a beautiful day for a wedding!
Shall I have the pews removed now, or would you prefer I wait until morning?
Okay, I'm going to stop here because I don't want this number ruined by a ringing telephone. Here we have 2 vaudeville performers who have slipped through the cracks of time. They are Noel Fitzpatrick and Ukulele Lil. I don't know anything about them! I suppose Ukulele Lil played the ukulele, although she doesn't in this show. Actually, I tried to find out more about her. I went through all my books, I even tried the internet, but all my searches ended with Tiny Tim's autopsy photographs. Anyway, they're both charming.
Why would you have the pews removed?
The bride has called off the wedding, madam.
Oh, underling. Never listen to a bride on her wedding day. Love is a very complex emotion, underling.
Yes, madam.
You can be close to someone 1 minute, and the next minute, why, you just want to strangle them. Do you understand?
I'm familiar with the urge to strangle, yes.
You see, that's just the nature of love. Love makes lovers worried, love makes lovers fret. But here's a fact on which we can depend. Just like long ago when Romeo loved Juliet, love is always lovely in the end.
But Romeo and Juliet was a tragedy, madam.
Oh, I never read reviews. Love can start a quarrel, love can cause a din, but love has always been a trusty friend. 'Twas the happy fate for Hank VIII and Anne Boleyn. Love is always lovely in the end.
Might I remind you, madam, that Anne Boleyn lost her head?
Yes, she was in love! Love was good to Eve and Adam.
Here we go again.
And Samson in Delilah, too.
Good grief! May I pose a question, madam?
Why, yes, of course.
Why does nothing I say to you ever get through?
Don't mind if I do.
Love is always
Lovely in the end.
Oh, I found that's quite taxing. Excuse me, madam, while I pour myself a glass of ice water.
Love sneaks up behind you, love drops from above, but love would never consciously offend. Love has certainly been kind to me, and my true love, love is always lovely in the end.
But your late husband was a brute.
I don't mean him, you silly coot. Love is always lovely.
Lovely, lovely, lovely.
Love is always lovely in the end. Love is always lovely in the end.
Yes, that was charming. But to be frank, on some level, that number pisses me off. Now, I'm going to say something here, and yes, I have been drinking, but I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that love is not always lovely in the end. Often in the end, there are lawyers. I guess what I'm saying is that number is naive and irresponsibly so. Sorry, I just thought that needed to be said for the benefit of the young people. I won't interrupt anymore. Oh! There's a moment coming up that I've become obsessed with.
There you are! Oh, Chaperone, I'm in a terrible state.
You certainly are. You can't go to the wedding looking like that.
Oh, you poor dear. Haven't you heard? The wedding's been called off.
Not your wedding. Mine. That reminds me. Might I borrow your veil?
You're getting married? But to whom?
La 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 la. A beautiful lady with baffled expression.
You're marrying Aldolfo? I know, it's surprising, but when I look into his eyes, his big, clumsy eyes, I get all drowsy. And that's love, isn't it?
Yes, dear. That is love.
Help.
There you are. All right, look. I'm going to put my cards on the table. I got a weak heart. Can't take the pressure. If this goes on any longer, the old ticker's going to give out. Please, tell me, is there going to be a wedding or not?
Yes.
Thank the good Lord in heaven.
Aldolfo and the chaperone are getting married.
What?
There you are! I have wonderful news! There's going to be a wedding.
We we know.
You know?
Yes, we just heard.
Well, who told you? I did. Well, how do you know?
What difference does it make?
Mrs. Tottenhale and I are to be married in the garden at 7:30 this evening.
What? Oh, yes!
Congratulations to everyone!
Say, what kind of cockamamie wedding is this? Everybody's getting married except the bride and groom.
Oh, there you are. Oh, Janet, I've been looking everywhere for you.
Hello, Mr. Martin.
Oh, please don't be that way. Can't you find it in your heart to marry me? Janet, it's our wedding day. George has gone to all this trouble, and well, I do love you more than I can say.
But you kissed another woman.
Yes, and I just can't understand it. I know this may sound ridiculous, but when I was kissing that French girl, well, it was just like kissing you.
Robert, you were kissing me.
You mean you're Mimi? Well, that French accent was remarkably accurate.
Why, thank you. I developed it when I played the role of Monique on Hold That Baguette.
There you are! Before you do anything, think about this. No matter how well you play the part of happy wife, you'll never ever get a standing ovation.
Oh, I'm just so confused. Oh, I just don't know. Chaperone, please, just this once, give me some advice that is coherent and appropriate to the situation. Should I marry Robert?
Now, here it comes. The moment I was talking about. Not only the culmination of the plot, but a moment that has fascinated me more than any other, and that has brought me back to this record again and again. And here it comes.
Well, my advice to you is...
And this is it. Listen.
While you can.
You see? You can't quite make out what she says because someone drops a cane. I'll play it again.
But while you can.
Is she saying live while you can or leave while you can?
But while you can.
I mean, it's Beatrice Stockwell, so it might just be a cynical quip. But this is a wedding after all. And that's exactly what you're thinking when you're standing at the altar, isn't it? Live or leave. And you have to live because you do love her in some way. It's not an exact science. An arrow doesn't come down out of the sky and point to the one you're supposed to be with. So one day, you say it to someone. You say, I love you. And you basically phrase it as a question, but they just accept it as facts. And then suddenly, there she is, standing in front of you in a $3,000 dress with tears in her eyes. And her nephew made the huppa, so what do? Do you say, I was kidding, I was joking? No, you can't. You live, right? You choose to live. And for a couple of months, you stare at the alien form in the bed beside you when you think to yourself, who are you? Who are you? And then one day, you say it out loud. And then it's a trial separation and couples counseling, and all your conversations are about her eating disorder and your Zoloft addiction, and you're constantly redefining and reevaluating and revisiting before you finally lose the deposit on the house. And the whole relationship ends on a particularly ugly note, with your only copy of Gypsy spinning through the air and smashing against the living room wall. But still, in the larger sense, in a broader sense, it's better to have loved than left, right?
While you can.
You have no idea how much I've listened to that.
Well, Chaperone, you certainly have a way with words. But my answer is yes. Robert, I will marry you.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Well, Mr. Feltzig, it looked like this wedding is a done deal.
You're in trouble now.
And there's nothing you can do about it.
But there is! I found a replacement. A new leading lady. Presenting Kitty the Incredible! Now, Kitty, show the boys that you can read my mind. My mind.
Kitty, will you marry me? Holy cats, Mr. Feltzig, yes! Yes!
Isn't she amazing?
Well, what are you waiting for? You ladies go put on your frillies, and we'll all get married in one big clump. That's how they do it in Utah.
Well, George, I don't know how you managed to pull it off. 4 weddings in one day. I guess you're everyone's best man now.
I am?
Of course.
I am.
Hip hip hooray! He's George, that's George, the best man, George.
I'm honored to be doing what a best man ought.
He's basking in the glory of a boy's well fought. Wedding bells will ring, wedding bells will chime, wedding bells will celebrate a happy wedding time. Wedding bells will celebrate a happy wedding.
Minister, you may begin. Oh no, I forgot the minister. Who the hell are you?
I'm Trix, the aviatrix, queen of the sky. To Rio I was wending when my engine needed mending. I'll fix my navigatrix, and then I'll fly and let you lovebirds say the not. So sorry to crash the party, folks, but we'll have this fixed in 2 shakes, and then it's off to Rio for Carnival. Hooray!
Well, wait! The captain of a ship can perform a marriage.
Yes. And a pilot is comparable to a captain.
Yes. And an airplane is a kind of a sheep.
What?
A sheep of the air.
Excuse me?
Some might call it an air sheep.
Oh, shit! Yes! Wait, I got it. Tricks. You can marry them on the plane, and then we'll all have the honeymoon in Rio.
A bride and groom in a chapel may bring a tear to the eye, but what a thrill when lovebirds trill. I do in the sky. When vows are said in a meadow, the bees and daffodils sigh, but hearts rush when sweethearts gush. I do in the sky. Do you? We do. A bride and groom in a chapel may bring a tear to the eye. With rainbows bending before us and clouds meandering by, one can't restrain that sweet refrain. I do in the sky. When bells are said in a meadow, the bees and daffodils sigh, but heartbeats rush when sweethearts gush. I do in the sky. I do in the sky.
Look, up ahead. Do you see it?
Could it be? Yes, it's Rio. Well, hurry up, Trix. We've got some honeymooning to do.
Then fly, then fly, then fly.
It's such a thrill when lovers thrill. Let's fly. And clouds meandering by.
One can't restrain that sweet refrain. I do. Up in
Oh no! Oh, I can't believe it! Okay, everybody stay calm. This happens occasionally. It's a horrible old apartment with terrible wiring. Just concentrate. Just keep the show alive in your minds. Don't talk to anyone. Don't let yourselves be distracted. I'll find the fuse box. Everybody, be quiet.
It's the super!
Aw, damn! Hello?
Your lights are out.
Yes.
We had to shut the power off because we were replacing the breaker panels in the basement.
Yes.
So we did. But when we shut the power off, the breakers in all the apartments tripped.
Yes.
So I gotta replace your breakers.
Now?
It'll only take a second.
All right.
Because I tried calling earlier, but there was no answer.
Oh! I've been having a problem with the phone.
Here we go. What was that?
It was a record.
What kind of music was it?
It was just music. It was a show, you know, a musical.
You like musicals?
No.
I love musicals. I go with the wife all the time. It's amazing what they can do nowadays. Did you see Miss Saigon? They landed a helicopter on stage in that one. Yeah, I've seen them all. I've seen Cats, Les Mis,
Ooh.
Saturday Night Fever. I like the movie better, but...
Really? Well, goodbye. Oh well, it's ruined. One note away from the end of the show, and the mood is broken. I should just start the record again from the beginning. No, I can't do that, can I? Oh, it's so frustrating. You have to understand. I love this show so much, and I've never even seen it. My mother gave me the record. This was just before my father left us. Oh, he didn't leave because of the record, although I'm sure it didn't help matters. Look, I know it's not a perfect show. The spit take scene is lame, and the monkey motif is labored. But none of that matters. It does what a musical is supposed to do, you know? It takes you to another world and gives you a little tune to carry within your head, you know? A little something to help you escape from the dreary horrors of the real world. A little something for when you're feeling blue, you know? As we stumble along on life's funny journey, as we stumble along into the blue, we look here and we look there, seeking answers anywhere, never sure of where to turn or what to
I'm an
do.
accident waiting to happen.
Still we bumble our way.
Sing tunes, no
Their lives crazy
Wedding
labyrinth.
bells will ring, wedding bells will chime.
Rarely
Love's
knowing
always
left
lovely.
from right, nor right from wrong.
Surprise!
And the best that we can do is hope a bluebird
We'll sing his song
as we stumble along.
Still we bumble